What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy G_Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with another edition of My Take. Alright, I know I'm kind of late and tardy for the party about the Chargers game and not doing a video for the Chargers game, post game, even though I know we lost 28-14. This video is going to have to do a little bit with that, but more so about coming up about the Chicago Bears game. So I'll give you my take on what I thought about the Chargers game, but now I'm going to just more so, do a preview of what I want to see coming up for the Bears game. So if this is your first time seeing my video, like and subscribe, comment, hit the thumbs up for me, because I'm trying to build my platform back up. I know I've been kind of tardy on these videos lately, but I'm trying to be consistent again and giving y'all my content and my take of what I feel about our Las Vegas Raiders, sorry. So without further ado, let's get into the I'll talk about a little bit about the Chargers game, what I felt and everything without going into full detail. I just feel like in the Chargers game, we didn't execute enough in the first half. We didn't do enough to get off to a fast start, and we didn't do enough to make sure that our team would sustain any kind of, hiccups that may happen. We kept going 3 and out. And the one thing that I feel about the Raiders, if I've said in all my videos, if you look back on a lot of my videos, I feel like the problem with the Raiders is offensively and defensively is we have a third down issue. Offensively, we can't sustain third downs, and defensively, we can't get off the field on third downs. That is one of our biggest and pressing needs that I feel like we need to fix. Now, offensively, we're not running the ball, but I feel like if we're not running the ball as well as we need to run the ball, you got to find other ways. There's other ways you can run the ball. You don't have to run the ball just in a traditional I formation or single back formation. You can do draws, you can do screens, you can do other, other ways of getting your running game going. The old saying used to be, if you couldn't run the ball, then pass the ball to set up your run. I know the old football heads like John Gruden think that you need to run the ball to set up the pass. Well, you still do, but in this new league, you got to pass the ball because everybody is passing the ball. Because the whole league is set up for and catered to offense. It's not catered to defense. So you just need to find your way and find your niche and which and how you're going to be running and getting the ball out to your players. I know Josh Jacobs is not 100%. Y'all know that's my dog. That's my favorite player on the team. But you need to get Kenyon Drake in there a little bit more, even though he's not producing right now as best as you want. But, you got to find ways to get people with that type of talent the ball some way, somehow. And I'm hoping that, eventually we get Jalen Richard back, Nicholas Monroe back. We need to get some of these players back so we can have better continuity going into these future games, because you win, you get in the playoffs winning in November and December, plain and simple. So defensively, I want to see the guys still do what they're doing, but I want the coaches to know the personnel that they're putting out there and who they can use in those personnel decisions to cover particular tight end formations. Because I do believe that the tight end position, if you got a good tight end or tight ends, that they're going to, Chargers like really and legitimately showed teams, if you got the personnel tight end wise to beat our defense, this is what you do. Because I had a funny feeling, and I knew I should have did my preview video, because I was saying to myself what I was afraid of coming into that Charger game was the tight ends was going to be our biggest problem in that game, because we don't have very, very good cover linebackers. We have very good run-stopping linebackers, but we don't have very, very good cover linebackers. And our only good cover linebackers, or should I say so-so cover linebackers, is Littleton and Monroe. You know what I'm saying? And to me, KJ Wright and Perryman are not great cover linebackers. So if you know, to me, on defense wise, the team is going to be passing the ball on us, then to me, it's time to get, those guys back. Some guys, hell, even Javen White was a great pass linebacker. So those are the type of linebackers we need when we know that we're going to be dealing with passing downs. Because, like, if you think about it, even in that Miami game, when we was 4th and 20 and we still gave up the first down, like, who caught the ball? The tight end. So we got this big problem. Three problems we got is the tight ends, third downs on offense and third down on defense, and we got to find a way to correct that, and try to get this running game going. Because to me, in the running game, you can do screens to get your running game going. I mean, yeah, it's a pass, but it's still part of the running game as far as making a defense be honest. So I just like to see. I'm not mad about the game. We lost, no big deal. It's the first loss. Like I said, we got the Bears coming up. So the thing that I want to see us going forward when it comes to the Bears in this upcoming game against their defense is, yeah, they got a good, strong front four. And our good friend Khalil Mack is coming back in this particular game. He's not healthy because he has a foot and rib injury. But I know he's still going to play no matter what. So the thing is that, to me, what I want to see is, if we're going to run, we need to run at Khalil Mack. I know some of y'all are probably looking at me and saying, what are you talking about running at Khalil Mack? Well, what I'm saying to you is Khalil Mack is a great passer when it comes to pass rush, and he's a great run stopper. But when you look at when we played the Bears, what was it, last year or a couple of years ago? I mean, not last year, sorry, a couple of years ago, when we had Trent Brown on the right side, we ran at Khalil Mack. So go back and look at that game, and you'll notice that we ran at him on run downs. So to me, we need to get to the edges more and stop trying to run up the middle a lot, because I know we moved Alex Leatherwood to the guard, because I've seen all the videos of Alex Leatherwood practicing that guard, and we're going to have Brandon Parker as our right tackle, which I'm not a big fan of Brandon Parker coming in at right tackle, because I feel like his weakest side is his right side. His strong side is his left side. So if you understand the concepts of the tackle position and him being the right tackle, he's going to be guarding to his right side, and that's not his best side to me. When Colton went down and Brandon came in and covered for Colton, Brandon played way better at left tackle than he did right tackle, because his left side is his stronger side. It's just more natural to him. So, but we need to find a way to get the ball running on the edges. That's just how I feel. We need to stop trying to run the ball up the gut with the guards, in between the guards and center, because Andre James and our guards, I know we had Illuminor and we had Simpson at at our guards, or Illuminor and guard at Simpson, and then Andre James is our center. But we're not having good push with those guys as far as going up the middle when it comes to the run. To me, Illuminor was a great he's a great pass blocker and a somewhat great run blocker. But if you're going to be run blocking, then you need, if you can't run up your inside runs, then to me, it's time for them to start running along the edges as best as they can. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the plays that Barber ran good plays on were on the edges between the guard and the tackle when he made his good runs. So that's what, to me, that they need to really focus on coming up in this Bears game offensively, because pass protection is key in this game to protecting Carr, so Carr can have time. Because we all know in last week's game, Carr threw for a putrid 100 and something yards, and that's like, that's putrid compared to the first 3 games of what he did. Because you got to think about it. Carr, to me, is a great passer. The only problem with Carr, like I always say, is improvising, finding a way to get the third downs better. And maybe, I know there's a big talk right now about, him and Ruggs need to get on the same page as far as deep balls go. But that can be worked out. You just got to practice on where you're going to throw the ball to, so Ruggs know where the ball is going to go to. Because to me, in the Pittsburgh game, he dropped that dime to Ruggs perfectly, but he threw it to a spot to allow Ruggs to go get the ball. So that's how he has to throw it to Ruggs. To me, if he really want to get the ball to Ruggs and Ruggs get good, runs, to me, Derek Carr deep ball has too much air underneath it, as opposed to throwing it with some arc, a better arc. To me, I would like to see Derek and John do a more slants with Ruggs, because to me, Derek can throws better anticipation throws than deep throws. Now, I'm not saying Derek can't throw deep balls, y'all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying when he throws the ball deep, and if you go and you look at it, he has a lot of air under his deep balls, because the one play where they called pass interference on Ruggs, had he thrown it more in front of Ruggs, Ruggs probably would have, ran to the ball, got the ball, ran in probably for a touchdown, and the game would have been tied 21 all. And the game probably would have been different that way. So offensively, what we need to do is, try to get the running game going, but use different ways of running the ball, because you got them. You got receiver screens, you got wide receiver, running back screens. You got all kind of ways to get the running game going. You know what I'm saying? It's not just sitting up trying to do the old traditional way where defenses today know, okay, they're either going to run between this gap, or this gap. You got to find other ways. You got to do a better job as a coach to get your game plan down better. So defensively, we're doing a great job, but I just feel like the Chargers offense last week exposed our running game a little bit, due to the fact that I think because of the personnel, like I said, when it came down to the tight ends, we trying to find a way to get their tight ends covered, but yet exposed our run game protection, because we're trying to find linebackers that we have to compensate for the pass for the other team's tight end. So we got to find a way to, you got to put Perryman, Littleton, and KJ Wright, or whoever you're putting in, Kwiatkowski, whoever, to come in and do a better job at protecting against tight ends. We just got to. Because when the Chiefs come, we got to deal with Kelsey. And we got to go back and deal with the Chargers again, which I hope we kick their ass in Vegas, so that we can tie that matchup up. So coming down the stretch, we win just as many games as they win, and our strength of schedule goes into our favor over there, so we can maybe hopefully be and get into the playoffs. So those are things that I feel like in this game coming up. I want to see the Raiders run the ball more on the edge or do screens. I want to see the Raiders also get I want to see Foster Monroe get into the game a little more. I watch all these other teams as well do their tight end sets and get their other tight ends in. But, our coach just, to me, Gruden just has this thing about always want to run the ball with, what is it called, 11 personnel, and making it look a certain way. I know he want to go 12 and be like Baltimore, where you got Lamar Jackson as the 12th person that you got to account for. But Derek Carr is not that kind of quarterback to me. Derek Carr is a quarterback who can read defenses, know where the offense is doing, and know that he can easily get the ball to where he wants to get the ball to and who he wants to get the ball to, as long as he got the time. So I really want to see us do better in this game in third downs on offense and defense. I want to see us try to run the ball a lot better than what we did. I still want to see us run the ball, because you got to run the ball down in November and December, plain and simple. And then what I really want to see is I want to see us get the balls to, other people just as well. I know he's getting the ball, y'all, to Hunter Renfrow, to Edwards, to Ruggs, to Waller. I get that, because that's how you can keep defenses honest. But defenses are still figuring out a way to bracket it Waller to make it a little more difficult with everything else. And that's the reason why I'm saying we need to get Foster Moreau in. I know Derek Carrier got hurt, because I'm a big proponent of, when you got great tight ends, use them. Because if you just notice in this Chargers game, when they use their tight ends, that's what hurt us. You can hurt teams' defenses by having good tight ends. We got two of them, Waller and Foster Moreau. And if you utilize those guys in the way that they need to be utilized, to me, you will see our third down efficiency get better. You will keep our offense on the field, and you will keep our defense even more fresh, because we got a defense that can rotate guys and get to the quarterback, okay? And even though I didn't talk about this, and I really want to bring this up, but I want to see Yannick start getting to the quarterback and sacking the quarterback. Yeah, I know, like, the first game against Lamar, he was getting there, but I know that's pre-hamstring injury. And I know he's had a hamstring issue, since then, since the Steelers and since the Miami game. But, looking at his presser this past few days ago, he said he's feeling good. I want to see our team get more than 2 sacks. I need the team to be like 4 and 5 sacks per game almost, because I feel like we have the defense to get those 4 and 5 sacks. I mean, everybody is coming into the mix of the whole thing, because you got Max with 2 sacks, you got Solomon with 2 sacks, you got Fidline with 2 sacks, you got Quentin with his sack. But the only person so far who hasn't gotten a sack is the money man, Yannick. You know what I'm saying? Yannick needs to come in and get those pressures, man, because what I saw in that Chargers game, I saw a lot of times he may have been getting pressure, but at the same time, I saw a lot of times where he was getting pushed out and he was not coming in, working hard to still try to get to the quarterback. I saw him getting pushed out a lot of times. Now, I know he bulked up this offseason to make it easier for himself, but I'm gonna have a question. Comment down below on this question. Do y'all think that he bulked up too much and that's taken away some of his speed that he had? I mean, I know he's got the pressures, don't get me wrong, but John Gruden's famous line that everybody loves to mock him on is, it's hard, it's not easy going out here finding great pass rushers. You just don't make great pass rushers, which is true, but you got one. And I know when we always had Mac had slow starts before, as the season started going, then the sacks started racking up. I mean, y'all comment, y'all let me know. Am I, going too much into this or reading too much into this? But just comment below and let me know what y'all think. All right. So in the end here, to wrap this up, I just basically want to see our team offensively get to doing, the running better, screens, hell, even do 5, get you all your receivers out there and have no running back, and really stretch the defense out on the other team, so that you can really dictate of what you're trying to do and what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to see defensively we get some pressure, whether it be Andy, whether it be Fields, whoever's on that field. I need to see more sacks. I want the pressures, but I want to see results into sacks. And most of those sacks will be cover sacks, because, we're not giving them time to get to really look at our defense and chew us up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see the Bears having the personnel tight end wise, but they might be able to run the ball. So we got to step our run game up on defense. So I want to just say, let's hope that we get this win, go 4-1, stay up there in the top of the division, and keep the pressure and keep the moving going on, so that we can be a playoff bound team, because this is a good team. It's a big improvement. We had a hiccup in this Chargers game. It's a game that we should have been in more, but hey, let's do what we're supposed to do. Go out here and beat these Bears and be 4-1. All right, Raider Nation, it's your boy G_Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with my video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. All right, peace out, Raider Nation.